Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. In the last episode we went out to San Simon, but there was a recent patch. Yeah, we went all the way down here. We came up from Kayenta and I think, yeah, we took this route. And so, yeah, with the 1.4 patch, we got ourselves reset back to Fresno, back to our garage. And so, yeah, about that. If we take a look at our progress history, we've driven 15,061 miles. Distance driven on duty is 14,537. We've explored 70.88% of the map, and we just need 121 experience to get to the next level. So, yeah, that's a thing. So we definitely want to take a job. And I was checking the freight market, although I am going to have to take a rest, so these are going to be refreshed. But a lot of them were just disappointing. Bakersfield. Don't really feel like taking those. Fresno, Phoenix, meh. San Diego, Bakersfield. Now we're getting down to $21.97 per mile. And I can do like, was it 30 or $35 per mile? There's this, Fresno to Yuma, $21.23 for $11,000. Important delivery. Not really. If we take a look at the external contracts, and I think I saw... not that one, although that might be potentially something. I saw to Grand Canyon Village. We've already been there, but if I'm not mistaken, we had only driven to there, and we need to go up to the Bitumen for this job. A Roadroller worth $14,433 for $21.64 per mile. It's a standard delivery with high value cargo, so potentially it will be around for a while, so yeah. But what I want to do right now is we are going to, yeah, take a rest. And stop the engine, take a rest. And income 1960 from Yuri W. And 1717 from Ellis W. That's nice. And anything else? Nope. Alright. Anyway, let's go back into the job market, freight market, and see what else is coming from Fresno now that this has refreshed. And Fresno to Bakersfield, nope. Santa Cruz, oh hell no. Fresno to Phoenix, not really. Barstow, important delivery, or actually an urgent delivery. Now, Fresno to Los Angeles, down to the charged. No, these are just not all that interesting. Oakland, no. These suck. Yeah, about this. So what I'd probably be doing is, yeah, doing the external contracts. I don't really like them just because, well, yeah, the save reload doesn't work. So we are going to could take that for 18,000. It's a possibility. We can go up to Kayenta for 19,000. It's a difference of 50 miles. Yeah, we do need to go back to San Simon, and maybe, just maybe, I can pop down to Sierra Vista. What else do we have available that is worth taking? So this one is $23.80 a mile. Grand Canyon Village, $21.64 per mile, 14,433. And I think it's another achievement progress for Powell's Trail is in Grand Canyon Village. Yet we're going to take that. Trailer's ready. Proceed to the loading area. Alright. How about that? Now, actually, one thing I'm going to do... Hang on just a moment. Alright, so one of the new features added in the 1.4 patch as well as the 1.25 patch with Euro Truck is you can zoom on the interior map, on your interior. Oh, that is nice. Now you can actually look out your mirrors relatively decently. It gives you more visibility on the mirrors. So that is going to be something interesting. Anyway, let's get going. We need to head over to the Bitumen. Right over here. Oh, better watch myself. There's a cop just over there. Yep, I like that. Alright. Now let's see if I can use the camera zoom. Actually. Yeah, let's make sure we are set up right for it. Actually, the mirrors are not too bad now with the camera zoom. Yeah, that is just hard to see normally. That actually gives us some... Oh, I like this feature a lot. And... there we go. And so this is what we're taking. It is a Roadroller. Alright. And so I will be keeping my on-screen mirror just because it's just a hassle to take your eyes completely off the road just to take a look at that mirror. And yeah about that. Anyway, let's jump into the map and just check to see our route. So we have already taken this. Over to Kingman. Now, any alternate route I want to take. If I go this way, no. This will be fine. What I will do is we are going to cut in to there, just because I want to explore a bit of that, although, no, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Oh, that's right, we still need to explore those. Now, is there any alternate roads I would want to take? Like coming down here, come across there to take the 95? No, we can take that another time. Now, we're not going to jump off at Kingman, although we could do that. That's a possibility. No. We're going to make this a little bit of a shorter trip. And now the question is, what I'm going to do, we are instead going to go that way. I want to explore a bit of that. Then up in here. And yep. We will explore something like that. Alright, now over here. I really wish I had explored that, but that's fine. And up to the Bitumen, we are going to go over this way. Just to explore a bit of that. Yeah, that should be fine. And actually, that is a road work. Alright. Alright, 654 miles, 17 hours, 2 minutes. Heading out of Fresno. Alright. Green light. Wow. They don't do much in the way of cutting the corner, even though you can. So yeah, you can zoom into signs in the distance. I think I'm going to have fun with that feature. And we are on a 55 highway. I can't remember the last time I was out on this highway. It's been a while though. I so very rarely get back to Fresno. It's only when there's a game update, and in order to avoid problems, compatibility issues, they reset you back. Even though, from what I understand, there were no map updates or changes, so there's no reason necessarily for them to reset you back. Oh, let's slow down. And 2011 from Wilma F. That is nice. We're up to $29,399. And yeah, we're doing quite well. We have 4 drivers, I think it is. Do we need to buy a new garage? We might. If we want to be able to buy another truck. I'm curious about that. Company manager. Garage manager. Yep, so if we want to buy another truck, we have to upgrade a garage. Which means I can either upgrade this for $180,000 and only get 2 additional slots, or buy a third garage. I'm going to want to think about buying a third garage. We currently have a $50,000 loan and $308,000 left on that loan. We can borrow up to $140,000. We have $29,000. That is $169,000 available to us. Unfortunately, we can't even buy a new garage. And then we would be completely tapped out. Yeah, about this. In my Euro Truck game, I have 6 drivers working for me. And at least I think it's 6. No. I have 6. Yeah, actually, no, I do. I have 2 full garages. Or not full garages. 2 small garages with 3 drivers in each, I think. And then we just bought a new garage. And it turns out the last place I ended up in my Euro Truck series is, of course, the same location that I actually bought a garage. So even though the game reset my position in that game, it doesn't really matter because I will be starting back at the garage I had just purchased. I'm not going to say where, because I think that episode, or those sets of episodes, have not gone out. So, yeah, about that. And what is that off in the distance? Oh, that's a helicopter. Oh, yes, indeed. And 55 miles per hour. Estimated time arrival will be 2 o'clock in the morning. Estimated time 14 hours, 35 minutes remaining. And wrong key. Means next rest stop in 11 hours. And we got loan installments of almost $7,000. Great. Now we're down to $22,000. Although most of that loan interest or loan payment is actually... Oh no. Bother. Why am I nearly out of gas? Seriously? Okay, yeah, that would probably potentially make sense. Anyway, we are going to get gas right there. So, that's right. And we have 246 miles left on the tank. I love that feature. Seems so simple, but so useful. And we're going to have to turn off coming up. Chems, or rather, it's supposed to be Chemzo. But anyway. Alright, another 405 miles to this trip. I'm expecting this will probably be only a two episode delivery. It's not the longest of deliveries that we can do. Of course, we were stuck in the middle of California, so any delivery we would have taken was not going to be a really long distance. So, yeah, about that. Anyway, the gas station is on the left side. Technically, I'm not supposed to go in this way. Because, after all, yeah. Or actually, well, that's just a yield sign. And stop the engine and fuel up. And 157.88 gallons for $445. And here we go. Oh, tumbleweeds. Question is, can I 9 hours 57 minutes? No, I'm probably gonna have to take a rest break at some point, but that's not now. And there's a rest spot. And we are on Highway 58 through the California desert. Just put the cruise control on. That was a cop, so yeah, about that. Yeah. That's just silly. Alright. We're gonna have to cross over the highway. Please. Alright, bus, you can go at any time. Fortunately, there has been no traffic coming that way. I'm not sure how the traffic gets spawned, but it seems like it generates a ton of traffic and then it generates nothing. So what ends up happening, of course, is that you get this massive amount of traffic that you have to wait for, and then it'll be clear for you to go. Of course, if they didn't do that, then you probably never actually get onto the highway. Especially if you're behind someone. And let's put the cruise control on. And where are we right now? Oh, bother. Oh, that's right. Anyway, I'm not going to bother with this. $441 miles to go. Yeah, I should be paying attention to my map. With that said, I could have jumped off here, circled back and around, which would have been fine, but a little bit of extra driving than I cared to do. Especially if, well, yeah, maybe I'll get back to Barstow eventually. I think this is Barstow. Or is it Bakersfield? Alright, well, we're going to have to get off the highway here. We have a coastline mining over there. Well, let's keep our eyes on the road because reasons. Oh, bother. Yeah. That's annoying. Alright, about this. Yep, stay on the cruise control. Just don't take it off unless you have to. There is no benefit in this game, ATS in particular, to speed. Just because you will get a ticket eventually. In ETS, you can get away with it a lot easier just because, well, there are no cops actually in the game. There are just speed trap cameras, so yeah. You don't have to worry about them too much. You just have to remember to pay attention to the side of the road to make sure that you're spotting the signs just in time. I've heard that the game slows down a bit when you zoom in. I don't think I noticed much of a difference. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. Anyway, 356 miles to go, 9 hours, 13 minutes. We're gonna have to take a rest break in, and we're going to have to pull over to get weighed. All right. Alright, at this point I'm going to take a break here and we'll finish off the delivery in the next episode. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SB Gaming. And as always, have a good day.